With over 500,000 trees and shrubs already planted and growing, it's easy to forget you are in the city. We don't just say, we do. It's the Stain City way.
Good afternoon and welcome to Real Talk with myself, Anele. So my guest today is not just an average actor. He is a Sowetan Live Sexiest Man awardee, if that's a word. GQ's Best Dressed won Best Hunk at the Feather Awards. Vuzu's 10 over 10 crowned him the sexiest man in 2016. He's also been dubbed by many as Generations the Legacy's heartthrob. Let's get serious. He starred in many films. Some of the international films he's featured in include Avengers, Age of Ultron, Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, where he acted alongside Idris Elba, Invictus, A Small Town Called Descent, and Soldiers of the Rock. He's also a Chiefs fan, but we won't hold that against him. Vuyo Dabula is in the house and he is here to answer to why he supports Chiefs. That's all we want. They're like, let's call Vuyo in. Like, yeah, let's ask him why he supports Chiefs.
I had to go through all the traffic, bumper to bumper, just to answer why I am a Chiefs fan. Tell you the truth, I don't know. It was just default.
It was bestowed upon you,
yeah,
ne?
Yeah.
Like somebody in your family.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I did not want to be at odds with the.
Oh,
you know,
I know that.
It was a peaceful thing.
I'm still an Umtata Bugs fan, and they were relegated in like '94, right? Do you remember those guys? Do you remember them? I still support them.
You still die hard.
Family. Family.
No, it doesn't go that deep.
Another question I have for you. On average, how many Man Crush Mondays do you get per Monday?
No, it's not that bad.
What's not bad? 200?
Not that good, huh?
What's 300? 1,000?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because I noticed something, is that initially it was Man Crush Monday, and then people started making up things along the week just so they could carry on tagging you. I've done my research. So then it's Man Crush Monday, Vuyo, then it's Totally Hot Tuesday, and then they tag you again. Then it's Woe With Me Wednesday. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know? Then it's Titillating Thursday, Hot Vuyo, and then
just a little something.
Fantastic Fitness Fab Fridays. Then I was like, guys, but now you're just making up things. So really, to you, do you get those notifications?
No, not really.
So you're not aware that you are like this poster boy for hotness in South Africa?
Oh gosh. No. I am aware, somewhat, but maybe not to the extent that it is meant.
That it drives you. You wake up, you're like, I am hot.
I am, yeah.
I am good looking. Let me go be good looking for all the women in the world.
Yeah.
Where is my cave? Hot guy.
My super hot guy, and everything, and then no.
So let's go back to Mafikeng. I don't want to mess this name up. I've been practicing it. Lomanyaneng.
Spot on.
Lomanyaneng. Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
Is that like a village outside Mafikeng?
Yeah.
And that's where you grew up?
That's where I grew up, yeah.
With who?
Older brother.
The one that played rugby, apparently.
Yeah. And younger sister, Mzansi, and younger brother Bongane.
So
there's a 8-7 year gap between us, my older brother and myself, and the
sisters and the other younger brother.
Yeah. So the 7-8 year gap. So I would say I grew up more. I would say I have those tender memories, rivalry, whatever, brotherhood, sort of connection. I would say, yeah, it's my brother, because it's only a 3 year
So then how come you weren't as sporty then? Because you've got the physique, right, to be soccer, cricket, rugby. Did you go down that route?
I did everything.
Okay.
Everything. Gymnastics, karate, bit of boxing. You know, I was introduced to boxing by my father. You know, influenced by, you know, your Bruce Lee's, your Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, blood sports. You that guy.
Yes.
A brick can hit back.
That's how old we were born. American, whatever. Oh, okay, I can't, let me know. I might want to go there. Yeah, so, you know, I played sports. I was like the, what do you call them, a decathlon? Where they do everything.
Where they do everything, and then there's hurdles.
I would kind of dominate even, you know, field events. I was more of a sprinter. So I pretty much did everything except the long distances.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, if your life is so then consumed by sport, you do everything. How do you find time to be at Mabana Center, where I understand that's where the arts came in? That's where you guys were hanging out to do the theatrical stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. It's at the time there isn't, you know, at the time there's not so much responsibility, you know.
You've got time on your hands.
I've got, you know, a bit of time in my hands. And so straight from school, I would go, you know, to the Mabana Center.
So Mafikeng's, you know, really churns out, you know, a lot of the industry, right?
Yes.
Because people are always like, oh no, I'm from Maf Town, Maf Heights, Maf this. So when you were growing up, do you know anyone in the industry now that during your times of growing up, you would see them there also in Mafikeng?
Bob Mabena, Melanie Sanbala.
Don't mess with the cows?
Teddy Bear, the Airwaves.
Glenn?
Glenn, Notemba Madumo.
Oh, wow. What's a weekend?
Yeah.
Cheapest.
Proper. So
you're giving away your age.
Yeah.
So then, in school, you're doing your subjects, and were you also the dark scholar? Because it sounds like you're an overachiever. Were you the one getting the highest marks as well?
No, it wasn't that. I mean, you know, God had to balance it because I was quite intense. Physically, you know, all the sporty stuff, you know, that I had easy. That was my world. But I had to work a little bit harder.
Academically?
You know, it was
touch and go?
Yeah, but I mean, it's a question of concentration. I think the whole thing is concentration. So, you know, my concentration is, you know.
Your classmates, if they're watching you now, are they surprised? Oh, why did you laugh when I said your classmates?
I don't know, I'm just trying to, I'm thinking in my head, I'm just trying to rationalize not doing well at school.
Yeah. It's fine. No, I was also that guy. This is why I could relate. I'm like, no, I hear you.
I hear you.
I know, I see what you're saying. And I'm like, but guys, I've got a sparking personality. Why do I have to
know what I mean?
Why do I have to do that? How would your classmates, if they're watching you right now, are they surprised that you are on TV and doing what you're currently doing?
I think, I don't know, I think there's always been a sense that, you know, I mean, I was Wesley Snipes at some stage. I was Jean-Claude Van Damme at some stage. I was Sylvester Stallone at some stage.
Bruce Willis?
And, well, only when I started working, somebody said Bruce Willis.
Okay.
The greatest to this date for me is Johnny Depp. You remind me of then, yeah.
That's a compliment.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So, so I think there's always been that sense with you know, people that I grew up with, that I went to school with, that I would end up somehow
on the TV screen.
So when it happened, I don't think anybody had a shock to their system or anything. It was just,
when it happened, everyone was like, it's about time.
Yeah, kind of,
It's about time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take a break. There's a saying that goes like this: it takes 20 years to be an overnight success. Well, Vuyo's journey to here and now is a testimony to this. After the break, we will dissect that 20 years that got him here. More with Vuyo Dabula after the break. And welcome back to Real Talks. I know many of you rush home frantically to make it in time to catch the show. I just want to say that we appreciate you and for all your hard work and making sure that you make the boss happy by 4 so you can be home by 5. I have got something for you today. My guest this afternoon is one of Mzansi's most handsome, best dressed, and also talented, and he's convincing his portrayal of a soapy bad boy actor, Gaddafi on Generations, The Legacy. We'll chat about that later. Right now, we want to know how he got to there. So then you went to AFDA.
Yeah.
Was this immediately after matric?
No. I went to vets.
Oh, I see your path. Went to vets, flunked out.
Right?
Oh, sorry, it's not flunked
Okay,
out. It's called excluded.
Since you have shortened the story, I had a lot more detail to the story, but it's fine.
No.
So and then I left.
No, we like detail. So you go to vets. What are you
So I
studying?
go to vets. I sit there, faculty of department, and then I'm about to tell him why I'm here, what I'm enrolling for, and he gets a phone call and then he stops me, and I was about to tell him that I was there for fine arts.
Okay.
And then I was about to tell him, and then he stopped me, and then he took the call. As he was talking, and he said to the person, I guess, hey, there's no more space for fine arts. And as soon as he dropped the phone, he says, what will you say? And then I said, interior designing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to interior designing just because I just wanted to go to school or something. I was just get out of my Mafikeng or something.
Yeah, I hear that.
So I just needed to give, folks at home a solid, okay, I've been accepted.
I've been accepted,
somewhere.
I'm in there.
I'm doing, yeah.
I've got the res,
Yeah.
I've got a meal card.
Yeah.
So did you actually do interior designing?
Yeah, no, short stint there.
3
then
months?
I left.
Because, you could do something with this here. If you can, you could help us out. Like, we could shift things around if you've got some talent in there. You know what I'm saying?
No, there was totally no. It was just opportunistic,
Oh, so you left while you guys were still mixing colors.
Yeah. So, and then they were still mixing colors, I guess. And then I left. And then I think a year later, I went to AFDA.
Okay.
But I wanted to be a, behind the scenes,
a
production
director,
side. Yeah.
Or like a set designer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not necessarily set designer, but I wanted to be at the helm, producer and director at that level. So I wanted to study that side. And so when I went, got there, there's a bit of an interview. And they, the feedback, to my older brother was that I don't know what I want. I seem to be confused. And then, and then I went back a year later as an actor.
What happened in that year that made you think that you don't want to be behind the scenes but in front of now?
I don't know.
But when you went back again, there was no feedback to your brother that you don't know what you want. Now everyone back to your dream.
As an actor, when I went there as an actor,
yeah.
He told me right then and then that
this is it.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Dion Opperman. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think that being an actor can be taught? I ask all the actors who come onto the show. Yeah. Can it be taught, or is it something that's inherently in you, and then places like AFDA or drama schools, they just hone it?
Yeah, I think it has to be somewhere. It has to be. You have to have a gift in it. But then with me, I tend to say that everybody is acting anyway. If it's specialized on theater where the action and everything is bigger, then that's technique, and then we can teach you that. But basically, right now in this interview, this is how normally people talk. They're relaxed and You know, they try and put the, you know, points across,
And then-
whether
and then
they're
they do the
listening or
I'm
not.
listening to
And then, you
the
know.
I'm listening look.
Yeah. So, but we're doing it naturally. So, you know, it's all about not minding the cameras or the people that are in there, and you know, just also not trying to perform or outperform, but just the realism of the moment and the scene, what the scene is about.
You sold airtime.
Huh?
Did you? I heard that you used to sell airtime. You were hustling.
No.
So you
It
didn't
was
sell things?
Manual. It was more manual than that. I was not even a bricklayer.
Yeah, I know the construction
I'm the guy
site.
that mixed everything, and then packed the, you know, bricks, threw them up to the bricklayer.
You do understand the stereotype right now, right? The hot guy throwing bricks in the air. Okay, I'm just like I'm gonna come out and flag it because all the girls at home are like, woo! Okay, construction site guy, finally.
Except it's not so cute with the overalls and everything.
I know, and the sun is here.
And it's
okay.
it's not cute, yeah.
But so when are you in the construction site and hustling? Are you still at AFTA? Are you trying to make ends meet? Are you out of there already?
After I went back to Mafikeng, and you know, they, you know, worked with my mother. She, you know, she owns a, you know, baby aftercare school. So, you know, I would transport the babies back and forth.
I've actually had enough. The hot guy also worked with babies. Did you also work with puppies and little kittens as well?
That one went over. I walked into that one.
You walked into that one.
It was not orchestrated
All
at all.
you're doing here is trying to make yourself like more and more amazing for me, okay? The hot guy was throwing bricks and then he plays with babies. I can't. I actually can't. When did you do the... No, Vuyo, I can't actually.
Oh, that's funny.
No, you're funny. Stop it.
Okay, cool.
I need to concentrate. Okay.
Yeah.
When did you do the Metro of M, the beat ad?
When? This is all in between.
So you have an agent during this time that is hustling for you and trying to get you jobs.
You know, when AFTA came back to me, I think a year later, they had a script. Somebody had written a script. Coincidentally, they named the lead character Vuyo. And it wasn't planned, I don't know how, just subconsciously but the character's name was Vuyo. And, you know, they auditioned, and one day, you know, while, you know, just trying to figure out how to deal with the problem, one person just suddenly said, but hey, we have a Vuyo. You know, had a good laugh and then called me. And then, you know, I auditioned and, you know, we worked together. So from then on, I took that project, went to Morning Lee.
Yes,
associate,
as all of you did.
And, you know, over the phone, you know, I'm ready to, you know, I've got my show reel, called, and surprisingly, she knew me, and it was, you know, easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Do you still remember that, where does the beat live, my brothers? The beat, the way,
yeah.
do you remember
that was, no, I don't remember.
Oh,
no.
Cheapest, because we all wrote it down in our lyric books and then we'd recite it.
Nah,
right?
I
You don't remember it?
Struggled with that thing, memorized it, worked intensely on it, got on set, action.
Delivered.
I delivered the whole thing. And somebody was like, oh, well, hold on, weren't we supposed to do it bit by bit? And then they were like, no.
And you
dude came prepared.
Talent.
So they started to, do this prepared, yeah.
Okay, all right there. That was the Metro of M ad, I am beat. Time for a quick ad break. When we return, we'll be turning things up. And no, He's not taking his top off. He's already told us that he works with children. Is that not enough? Listen, our details are on the screen for our weekly competition details, where you can win yourself an e-gift card with 5,000 Rand. It's up for grabs. Enter now. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you so much for staying with us. My guest today is the humble Vuyo Dabula, who's revealed that he used to work with children. He used to drive them around. Huh, ladies? Things are definitely getting interesting as we unravel more of who the man of few words really is. You do realize that everyone thinks you are incredibly mysterious. And then does the Denzel Washington laugh like you have no idea. You do realize that, ne?
Well, I realize what?
That everyone thinks you're very mysterious. Like, we see a lot of you, and if you follow me on Instagram, you post a lot, we see you, but I don't think anyone thinks that they know you.
Yeah.
You're aware of that?
I don't know.
Are you private and cagey on purpose?
Yes.
Where does that come from? Who taught you that? Like, why did you decide on that?
Look, I'm the one who actually wanted. I would say I'm the one who wants this. You know, whether it chose me or I chose it. You know, the fact is, you know, I made that decision. I chose it, and so I'm here. So anybody else who's around me, you know, I don't think it's their choice.
Oh, they have to step in line.
No, I don't think it's their choice. You know, when I say I chose this, I chose it with, you know, media. I chose it with, you know, the attention. I chose it with, you know, all these other things. So I don't want, you know, I don't want them to be a part of that. Because that's not the life that they chose.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see
So
that.
it's
So you're the one who go into the media, absorb it all, act, pay, get paid, and then back into your, I don't want to say hiding place.
Yeah.
So when you make those decisions, do you make them as quick as when you say get your first break, right? Like when you see that, okay, fine, what would you say was your first break? Was it Izo Izo? Was it The Beat, My Sister? Was it Isitingo when you were Sherelle's lawyer?
I don't know, hey?
Come on, surely, like if you're a musician, right? If you're driving in your car and you're a musician and you hear your song on the radio for the first time, that's when something says to you, okay, I don't have to give this up.
All right, I think Soldiers of the Rock set up the whole thing.
Is that the movie with Lebo Matosa?
Yeah, with Lebo, yeah.
Okay.
I think that Soldiers of the Rock set it up because a lot of people in the industry saw the film. So, I mean, when I turned up at, you know, auditions for Yizo Yizo, they already knew me. They knew what I could do. So that kind of opened up, you know, started the whole thing.
So prior to Soldiers of the Rock, had you been having quiet conversations with yourself like, ish, maybe this is not what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe you should be doing something else?
I alone could deal with it. I could understand it. You know, of course, you know, people around me, you know, they see things different.
They're the ones who like.
They would.
What's your safety plan?
Yeah. But for a very strange reason, I've always known what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so the difficult times were just difficult times, but I never doubted, Yeah, I never doubted that I would. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to auditions and you don't get it, right? And, you know, like which one, actually put it this way, which one audition that you went to and you didn't get, you know, still sticks out the most to you? Like, yo, what else did when you took my job?
Yeah. It wasn't. There was the first phase where the modeling and everything. I did ads and what have you. There you kind of can't really tell why they chose somebody.
You get used
over,
to rejection.
You know, yeah. You kind of. I didn't because. You know, I can deal with failing and knowing that I didn't. This is, you know, I can tick the boxes and say this is what went wrong, but I did try. But now if it's somebody deciding that you are not, what do you mean? You know, so that's where I take it.
Yeah, modeling, you must have a high self-esteem.
Yes, yes. And then they had like a lot of American models this side. And, you know, at the time the industry seemed kind of starstruck by them. So they just worked. You know, so you would a lot of the time question yourself. And then that's when, and then I decided, okay, and then I need to actually act. That's, by the way, what I actually always wanted to do
anyway.
Then, yes, when I got in there, if I don't get something, it's okay.
So when you got into acting, are there any roles that you went for and you didn't get, or by the time you got in, you were just like one strike for you? Papa, just
no, there's a lot of you know, parts that I didn't that I didn't get, you know. But every time I got a part, it's almost as if I knew that
it was coming to you.
So I have that bit of an understanding. I don't know that if it's whatever, if it's not yours,
it's not yours.
It's not yours.
Okay, but that's a kind of a different mentality than you had with modeling, right? Because with acting, you just knew, like, okay, you know, this one's not mine. But with modeling, you still want
you know, with the acting, you invest. With modeling, it's more for me like being a mannequin. You know, you're just a hanger. There's nothing. You're not offering anything. But with the acting, you're bringing yourself. You know, your soul. So if it's a character that you're supposed to play, then it resonates with you. You know.
So are you easily distracted then? Like, just as a person, like, what distracts you? Because you look like you're focused and you know what you're doing. What can distract you from this path that you're on?
Attention.
Attention?
Yeah.
From?
You know,
like Monday attention.
You know, obviously, I mean, as an actor, you just wanna, you know, it's about the art, and that's how you grow. You know, you're looking at your craft and you're growing it and you're enjoying it. You're growing in experience and what have you. But it comes with fame as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you know, with all the voices coming, if everybody, you know, calls you, they assign an image. You know, they assign like a label.
If 100,000 people say you're a god, you start to believe it.
Yeah. So it affects you, and that might, you know, get your focus. Your focus of
No one's ever admitted that. I think a lot of people think it, and it crosses people's mind, especially people like in your field, be it actors, DJs, soccer players, cricket players. No, I think it's there. People understand that the attention can be a bit distracting, but I don't think anyone would ever admit it. That's a very profound thing you've just done here. It's like a very vulnerable moment for you. I don't know if you picked it up, like if the earth shaked a bit for you.
We're all gonna die, so.
Listen, time for
one day they would have forgotten about my vulnerability. So.
They'll be like, Oscar. Listen, time for a quick ad break. More when we return. This Real Talk with Anele on the channel, where the stage is yours. And welcome back to Real Talk. Sitting next to me, Vuyo Dabula, best known as Gumkani Gaddafi Pakade on Generations, The Legacy. This guy played Tsetse on Yizo Yizo. What do you know about Yizo Yizo? What do you know about those days? The return, Baba. Listen, I want to talk about Generations. Am I correct in assuming that apparently it was a 3-year process for you to get on? The back and forth?
No. They had always, had the, ideas, about working with me, and they'd communicated with my agent a couple of times about particular, characters that then I would turn down. Not that I didn't want to work with them, but for other reasons.
I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. It's not what you say yes to that builds your career. It's what you say no to.
Yeah.
So I believe you, and I like that you can say no to things. Yeah. So then finally, what made you say yes to Gaddafi?
Gaddafi is basically almost everything that I would not play in the past.
Okay.
I would, I had a. I would not kiss, basically. I would, play romantic lead, and I would not kiss. I wouldn't do, love scenes.
Why?
It was, at the time, a religious...
decision?
Decision, yeah.
You still with the same religion? No.
I can't tell you where I am right now.
Is it because you don't know? It's because you don't want to tell us?
It's because I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why now.
Know. Yeah.
So when you know, we'll know.
When I know, you will know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're allowing the kissing and the romantic scenes in.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that why you were turning down the other roles as well?
I was. That's why.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Gaddafi comes around. Are you not concerned that you'll be typecast, because your roles have always been very masculine, very alpha male. Even the name Gaddafi, Gaddafi, you're just I'm not messing with that guy. I don't know what he looks like, but I'm not messing with him.
You know what I mean? You haven't even met the guy.
You haven't even met him, and someone's messing with you, I'm going to call Gaddafi. You sorry.
Do you know
what I'm saying?
I was joking.
Can't you not play with you? So do you not feel like you're going to get yourself into a place where you've typecast yourself where everything you play has got to be masculine? You did gymnastics. You should play a ballerina one of these days.
Yeah, look, exactly that. I think there's a room, to play other things. I think it's even more exciting for, to the viewer.
Yeah.
To see one day, this character that's just been built throughout the different, roles. Completely being challenged. I think, viewers get excited. I mean, I was excited when Tate Joe Mafela, played a serious role.
Yeah.
I always want to see, Jim Carrey playing a serious role, reversals.
True.
So I think audiences are sophisticated that, that way. That, they are intrigued by how the realism in the performances, regardless of.
And I think that's when you get the accolades, right? Because what you're saying now, so Matthew McConaughey, rom-coms all the time. Rom-coms are hectic like sports movies, and then you know, when he does, you know, the Dallas Cowboys movie, that's when he gets the Oscar, you know. That's when he gets the accolades, when he challenges himself and he goes far away from where he's put himself. That is very interesting. So with Generations, were you there before or after the whole Generation 16 thing?
I was there.
Were you on the way in?
Sorry?
Were you on the way in?
I think a couple of months, you know, I had heard, you know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was just a, you know, civilian at the time with everybody.
Now you were like reading the papers.
I was like, you know, holding my memes.
You know, the tea.
So, you know, it was just news. You know, I was also intrigued. You know, I was listening in just like everybody else. And then out of nowhere, you know, I was just living my life. I don't know what I was, you know, up to. My agent calls me and then they say, hey, man, would you be interested? I said, of course, you know, I'd be interested, seeing that now, you know, we can do almost everything.
So it wasn't like you had sleepless nights about it. You're like, oh, let me think, let me see. Will I not? Okay, let's do it. You just knew that you're going to do it.
No, and then went for the auditions. And, alpha male.
Alpha male.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, people are aware that you're very like fitness orientated and you're at the gym and you like crunching and, you know, we see meals that this is what I'm eating for the next week.
Yeah.
I'm not touching the carbs. We're like, go Vuyo, do it for us. So that's how you keep your body fit. How do you keep your acting self fit? Like how are you keeping yourself in shape acting wise?
Basics. I always realism, logic. You know, so I look at every scene. You know, so because I mean, with Generations, we're just churning out.
Yes.
You know, line after line, scene after scene. It's just rapid. It can become monotonous and automatic, and then there's no thought put into it. And that's when you stagnate and then you don't grow. So I get meticulous, particularly with the stories that excite me, that motivate me. You know, after that, you know, because you do go through that lull, that, you know, that
you go like this and then you hang here, hang here. Then you can either go like this or you can go like that.
Yes. So I capitalize on the times where particular story interests me, and then that's when, you know, I kick in and I start going back to the basics and, you know, just looking at the scene, what it's about, who it's about, you know, just playing, you know, something completely different from what I would usually do it as Gaddafi, you know. So those things.
So you shock yourself.
So you shock yourself. You just go, when you go back to the basics, you know.
And who makes you better at what you do? In terms of everyone that you've acted opposite, like when do you realize that, okay, when I'm in a scene with this person, when I'm doing something with this person, it could be in front of the cameras or off the cameras, but like you just know that you shine, like you are in your best place when you are opposite that person?
I think it happened recently with Five Fingers for Marseille. Yeah, Five Fingers for Marseille.
Five Fingers for
Five Fingers, yeah.
Is that the movie?
The movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this person's name was Five Fingers. I'm like, the parents were counting when he was born.
No. So it's you know Hamilton Dlamini.
Okay.
Okay.
So many people have been saying we need to have them on. Now we know. Was it?
He is truly amazing. He's truly like, you know, if anybody in South Africa wants to know who Vuyo Dabula thinks, Hamilton Levy. I'd be like an apprentice to that dude.
All protocol of them.
Oh yes. It's real, ne? It's real.
When
It's
is it coming out? Five Fingers.
The
Can you tell
latter
us?
part of the, I don't know.
September.
Maybe October.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So it's festival, and yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We take it, Five Fingers. We're waiting for you. Time for our last ad break today. I know. Tweet any messages you have or questions for Vuyo quickly. We are at Real Talk on 3. Use the hashtag Real Talk with Anele. We'll be right back. And you're watching Real Talk with Anele. Some Vuyo Dabula trivia you might have not known. Some of the international films we featured in include Avengers, Age of Ultron, Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, acting with Idris Elba, Invictus, A Small Town Called Descent, and Soldiers of the Rock. And now, I know this Five Fingers movie you're talking about, man. It's the Western.
Yeah.
With Warren Masimula and Kenneth Nkosi is there.
Kenneth Nkosi is
And
there.
yes, and
Suffocate is
Suffocate. Suffocate and all right. I'm so excited for it. Because everyone's like, it's like the South African Django, and I don't like to do like the South African this, but
yes,
I think it's a nice parallel.
Yeah.
Oh man, is it like Western proper boots?
No, proper, horses, guns, and shootouts, and
Oh, okay.
toughness, and yeah.
I'm pretty much excited for that one.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you're on a soapy, right? And you do very well at that.
Yeah.
But also then you can go and be in a movie.
Yeah.
Or you can go and be in a, my figures of video must.
Yes,
Look at
yes.
you, video boy.
My first ever, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then you can even like do like lip sync battle and dance to Nicki Minaj.
You gotta have fun, yeah.
You are having fun.
Yeah, you gotta have fun.
That's what I like about you a lot. You look like you're having fun. So like it's not like the industry can ever suffocate you.
Suffocate. Right.
High five, Anele. Got it myself. If we could take one thing of yours that you've done up to now and put it in a time capsule, right?
Yeah.
And the world can only open it 250 years from now.
Yeah.
What's that one thing that you have done that you want to last and be able to be seen in 250 years? Doesn't have to be professional.
Oh, it doesn't have
It
to
could
be.
anything.
I don't know. I think, look, I mean, I would say every time the chips are down. Yeah, I'd have like a roaming camera that goes around with me. And when the chips are down, when I'm discouraged and whatnot.
Why? Because you know how to take yourself out of it.
How I am able to keep coming, and coming back. I would say to somebody in the future somewhere,
All right.
they would find that useful.
True. It's a good study, right? Of somebody who just kept going through it all. If you could meet somebody you've already met, but then if you could meet them again for the first time, who would it be? Think everyone you know and everyone you adore, or even someone you don't adore anymore, and you feel like, I wish we could do this again, me and this person.
Nah. Oh man. But why?
What do you mean, but why? Because I'm curious. I want to know what happens in that head.
I want to be politically correct. I want to cover bases. I don't want to be in trouble.
Oh, is this answer going to get you into trouble?
Yeah, I don't know. I just,
You can just say, like, look, this is going to get me into trouble, and then we'll move on.
We'll move on, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Outside of Joe Mafela, because I know you said you liked him and he was well-rounded and it was nice to see him do other things.
Yes.
And outside of Hamilton, who you shared a scene with and you say he made you rise as Vuyo the actor, who are you in awe of? I know you like Jay-Z the rapper, I know, but who are you in awe of? Like Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Why?
That's you know, classic story of like rock bottom, you know, to Rock Nation.
Look at you.
You know, big nose, you know, braces.
Didn't look like the person who's gonna be that guy.
Yeah, so yeah, so I mean, you know, he raps in one of his songs, you know, about his, you know, self-esteem. You know, he had issues, but you know, as he grew in rap, his confidence and self-esteem started growing. You know, so a young man dealing with a lot, you know, daddy issues or whatnot, you know, are something that I can identify with, and how, you know, he's gone above that and broken out of that shell to, you know, being the guy, you know.
And they called him a camel. Like, he looks like a camel. And then he's like, yeah, but that's why I survived the drought. This is how I planned it to. Oh, don't be mad. Vuyo, I'm being told we're out of time.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. You still owe me an answer, though.
What?
The one about meeting someone for the first time again. But it's fine. I'll get you when you come here for 5 singers for what. Vuyo Dabula's journey has certainly had some speed humps, as you've heard, as well as roadblocks, but difficult as it may have been sometimes. I think his life proves that being an underdog and even being underestimated can work out in your favor sometimes. Be inspired. We'll catch up again right here on Real Talk. Have yourselves a good night. Bye. Thank you.